Welcome to Canucks Last Week, where I try to cover everything Canucks hockey in 3 minutes or less. And somehow the Canucks are 9-1-3 in their last 13 games. They've gotten at least a point in 12 of their last 13 games. What's happening? Yes, the Canucks went on a 4-game losing skid, but they got a point in 3 of those games, and I don't know how to feel about that. Again, that's just sticking in that purgatory area of not quite in a playoff position and not quite at the bottom to get a high draft pick. And I mean, for those of you that want to believe that the Canucks are going to make the playoffs, I guess it's great, and I can't, I'm not on that boat. I don't want the playoffs, I'm sorry. Realistically, who could we beat in a playoff matchup in the West? Maybe Edmonton, but like, I just don't see a point in losing in like 5 games in the first round of the playoffs. But anyway, regardless of how you feel about the Canucks' play of late, there have definitely been some positives on the team. Yeah, it looks like the line of Burrows, Varchi, and Horvat have kind of cooled off, but the rest of the team is really picking it up and holding their own, at least defensively. Sbisa has just continued to impress me, and I never thought I would say that. I'm still not really sorry I made that Good Will Hunting parody of you, because you were pretty bad, but you're really picking it up, and I'm loving your play as of late. Sbisa and Tanev is actually a really solid pairing, and that frees up Stecher and Edler, which is, again, another solid pairing. And as a top 4, that's not too bad. And when you get Ben Hutton and Erik Gudbranson back, that's a pretty solid top 6 decor. Then, of course, the other defenseman that's been playing out of his mind recently is Nikita Tryamkin. It seems like every game now the Russian Bear is having 3 or 4 huge hits, really changing the momentum of the game, and he has been so much fun to watch. And not only is he physical, he thinks the game extremely well. He's jumping up on the rush to help out on offense, and his stick and body is always in the right position in his defensive zone to make the right play. His passing on the breakouts could use a little bit of work, but I mean, he's still a young player. He's only like 23, 24. He still has lots of room to improve. The last defender I want to touch on is the workhorse Alex Edler, and I feel like his name kind of gets lost around in Canucks Nation a bit. Everyone's praising Sbisa, Tryamkin, Stecher, Hutton, Tanev, and Gudbranson, but no one is really talking about what Alex Edler has done for the Canucks team this year. He's just been quietly going about his business, logging 27 minutes a night, and playing them extremely well. He's a key component to the Canucks blue line, and he really frees up the rest of the pairings to have some flexibility on who wants to be on the other pairings. So yeah, when the Canucks are healthy, they have 7 legitimate NHL defenders, which is not a bad thing in any way. It'll be interesting to see what happens at the expansion draft, and if Benning makes a deal with Las Vegas to try and honestly maybe keep Lucas Sbisa. Again, I can't believe I just said that. But what I mean is, I'm not saying he's going to trade away like a Gudbranson or a Hutton or a Tanev to keep Sbisa. I'm just saying maybe he makes a smaller deal with Las Vegas involving a pick or a prospect, like a B-level prospect, and Vegas will agree not to take Sbisa in the expansion draft. I also thought Reed Boucher looked pretty good in his limited ice time during his debut. He threw a big hit and looked a lot faster than I thought he would be. Hopefully he'll have more opportunities in the future to get on the ice and really prove what he can do. Alright, now it's time to talk about Henrik Sedin. Oh captain, my captain. 1,000 points for Hank, and you couldn't have written it any better. He got his point at home on a fantastic play set up by Daniel and Alex Edler. Just what more could you ask for? Oh wait, it was against Roberto Luongo, his former teammate and all-time Canucks franchise win leader. I was honestly so happy watching that moment when the entire Canucks bench cleared to congratulate Henrik, and then Henrik skated past Luongo and they had their little moment. It was just so awesome to see. And Rogers Arena was so loud, like it hasn't been that loud since 2011, and I just got just the memories of 2011 and just how loud the building used to be. It was really cool to see Henrik score his 1,000th point at Rogers Arena against Roberto Luongo. Just too perfect. So that's gonna do it for me this week. Sorry I couldn't get it out on Friday. Just school has been very busy for me, but I'm glad I was able to get it done today, and you can look forward to a video as well tomorrow about my just general NHL topics. The Canucks have a huge week ahead of them. They play Chicago, Colorado, and Arizona. Now, Chicago is probably going to be a wash, but if they can beat Colorado and Arizona, I mean, if they don't beat Colorado and Arizona, then we're not a playoff team. But if they do, that's another 4 points to hopefully get them ahead of Calgary in the wild card spot. It might happen, guys, it might happen. So leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. It really helps me out in knowing if I'm doing stuff right or wrong. Tell all your friends about the channel, it helps it grow, and if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button as well as the notifications to always be notified of when I post a video. And yeah, thanks for watching.